Now, the hip complex need to have a lot of mobility, right? We're going to flex, extend the legs, do lateral movement, and we're going to work as well the hip with our body weight and gravity. So it's going to be a series of exercises that I'm going to start with the stretch and with some stretch of the muscle that are having a direct impact on the hip. We're going to start with the hamstring, that posterior chain, and we're going to be back into here, our leg extended, and we're going to have the toe flexed towards the ceiling, and right here have a nice hinge into that hip. So we're flattening the lower back. Now we're going to be moving the toe to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. And you can see with that motion, the entire legs is rotating all the way to the hip. So that's the goal here. All right, I'm on 30 seconds. I'm starting my vibration here, and I'm gonna use that little foot like a windshield wiper. Keep that leg straight, keep the angle here into my hip. I have a slight bend into the knee of the supporting leg on the floor, and I'm holding here on my stability bar. It's not a balance exercise, so if you need additional support, please use something like a chair or a wall. Good. All right. The next exercise, still on that same legs, is going to be to reach with my arm and use it as the driver of that stretch. So my arm is going to go towards my toe without rounding my back. So just as I can here, as much as a range of motion I can without discomfort or pain, and I'm reaching with that arm into that plane along the legs. Ready? We're going for 30 seconds again. So I'm reaching for the toe, keeping a lower back flat, reaching in front of me at the chest level, and then reaching above. One more time. Alternating between those different directions with my arm. Nice. All right. The last exercise is going to be to grab your hip between your thumb and your index and place your hand right there on the side of that hip, because we're going to want to move that hip side to side. So I'm pushing that hip side to side. 30 seconds on that one again, and then we'll switch legs. So again, I'm moving my hip side to side. Right there, almost like if I direct it on the left side of my foot and then on the right side of my foot. So having here my hand on that hip is helping me to feel that I got that motion side to side. Good. Shake the legs, and then we are going to switch. All right, so I extend that leg, toe flex, the heel is on the power plate, and I'm going for that little windshield wiper. So again, I have a slight bend into the legs, supporting my body weight on the floor. I'm keeping a nice hinge here at the hip. Lower back is flat. I don't need to collapse on that leg with my chest, just doing those slight motions side to side. I can feel it all the way to the hip, right? All right, I'm moving on to that exercise where I am reaching for the toe, reaching here above the foot or along the legs, and reaching above. So I am able to do this motion without holding, but if you need to hold hold on your handle. Great job. And then the last exercise, which is going to be that little side to side hip move. My toe is still flexed. I'm still into that hamstring stretch. Just has a little motion of the hip side to side. All right, relax the legs. We're gonna go into a inner thigh adductor stretch. So for this, I'm gonna be facing my support. Both feet are on the floor. I'm extending the legs onto the power plate and transfer my body weight to the leg that is on the floor. So I'm gonna show you this way. So you're gonna really see that motion. So this leg is straight, my feet are aligned, and I'm transferring my body weight to this leg with a slight bend. So you're already feeling a stretch into the inner thigh. Got my remote here into my hand, and I'm keeping that position. If you're feeling good today and you have the ability to go a little bit deeper, we're going to slightly drive the chest towards the floor, keeping that lower back flat, and we can feel an extra stretch here, or just staying here into that position. And we're switching legs. So I'm gonna go to the other side. Again, I'm starting in this position, transferring body weight to the legs that is on the floor, and then turning on my vibration. My foot here is flat. It's great, I have that ankle mobility here to do so. If you are on the side, it's okay. And then driving my chest towards the floor to have a little bit more stretch into the inner thigh here, or just staying here. Nice. We're moving on to the hip flexor. I'm going to do this one kneeling. If you have a knee replacement, you're going to need to do this one standing. So I'll do the right leg standing and then that left leg kneeling so I can show you both. So I have my knee onto the power plate and my leg is on the floor. I'm going to now bend that knee a little bit further to extend that leg behind, but my tailbone is driven towards the floor. And I feel a nice stretch here in the front of the hip. I don't feel vibration because the vibration is back. I have enough angle into that hip to not feel the vibration into the head. All right, so how would it look like if I was standing? So again, I'm going to be my back to the power plate, and then here I extend the legs onto the power plate, and then I'm going to have a slight bend into the knee supporting my body weight, and I'm going to stay in this position. So we need to have that angle. We need to have that leg extended behind to be able to feel that nice stretch here. Can push a little bit that heel towards the floor, extending the leg a little bit more, up to your level of comfort. Nice. All right, we're going to now move on to exercise that are going to target exactly the glutes, that are going to target the inner thigh, all those muscles that we have prepared right now. So we're going to stand on the power plate and we're going to be into a stagger position. So I have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. That's why I am onto that width of my power plate. And here's what the movement is going to be. I'm going to extend the front leg, hinging at the hip as far as I can go. And I'm going to shift my body weight, extend the back leg, and come with my chest facing towards the ceiling. Again, I'm showing you that exercise. Transferring body weight to the back leg, extending that front leg, and coming as far as I can forward. And then rising my chest, I'm bending the front leg, knee, and I'm extending the leg behind me to come here with my chest forward and towards the ceiling. All right, are we ready? We're gonna have 1 minute for this one because it takes a little bit of practice, and you can hold, of course, and I start that front bend. So coming, extending that leg, feeling the stretch here, and then coming all the way up, extending the back leg, chest towards the ceiling. One more time, driving my hip back, extending the front leg, coming as far as I can. Range of motion here, rising, bending that front knee, extending the back leg, bringing the hip forward. This is a motion where you are picking up object from the floor, maybe a golf ball that you place into the hole. This is a motion here that involve that stagger position and involve that motion into the hip. All right, we're switching legs. So I now have my left leg forward, my right leg back. I am into that stagger position, and I'm going to hit my repeat button onto my power plate to engage the vibration for that 1 minute. Extend the front leg, bend forward. Bend the knee, extend the back leg, raise the chest towards the ceiling. Focus on the motion, be slow and precise. All right. Whew. All right. We're going to come into a single leg balance again, and we're going to do a knee circle. So I want you to hold on something for support, okay? We're going to balance again on that single legs, and then the knee, imagine having a laser coming out of your knee, and we're going to create a circle here with the hip. Now there is a motion here happening, but also on the supporting leg, and that's the point of the exercise. I'm going to 30 seconds here on each legs, and we are doing that large circle. So again, range of motion to what you can do, and if you need to come back here and take a break, do so. If you're feeling good today, just continue to do those circles, staying on that single legs. And switching side. So, same time. And if you're feeling good today, just go for those large circle, slight bend into the knees, supporting your body weight on power plate, and then do those large circle with the hip. Great job.